No.
Just waiting for everybody.
Okay. Well,
all right, you look gorgeous. You look absolutely beautiful.
You look free. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You
Incognito. This is how when I go out to date. This is it. Hi, Sonia. So when I go out for a date, like a blind date, when I go on a blind date, I may not want to sit with them. So I get ready, and this is what I look like when I go out. For the simple fact, what if I don't like them?
what? And if they could fart or smell bad? What if they have that? Have you ever had that been across the table from somebody that had halitosis, and it floats across and it goes up your nose?
Is one of the worst burn in the nose you could ever have.
Across the table at you?
You know what? It's worse than, when you're walking out in the dirt and you trip and fall and you suck dirt up your nose.
Because when you're dancing with a good-looking cowboy that you thought you wanted to climb that mountain, and you're dancing with him, you're two-stepping, and he has vomit beer breath on you, and he comes in for a smooch, and you're like, yeah. I'm not dating. It's just a cowboy in the bar.
Franny, I'm seriously worrying about you.
It's not on a date. It's just going to the bar with the girls.
Okay, but I'm questioning your men. Vomit breath. Girl, I just don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. And then I run for my life and I hide in the ladies' room.
And again, Annie, nobody would know who I was if you saw me out. They'd be like, who is that beautiful creature? And then I'm like, it's me. It's me. It's Annie.
Yep, I think
I
so.
don't know how to
You can't hide that accent, honey. You are absolutely who you are.
They don't know it's Annie. See, look, Lisa didn't even know who I was at first. I'm a mystery woman. No, Billy, honey, we're over. Billy's watching a video, thought it was us. Isn't that sweet? This is Ninja Annie again. So when I have a blind date, which I seem to have a lot of blind dates.
Little Billy Tinkerbell is adorable.
I'm not getting any second dates. I get lots of blind dates.
Maybe.
I do not have beer. First off, I don't drink beer.
Well, then it's vomit.
No, I don't. It would be wine or sangria. Nobody's vomiting. Why are you hooked on that?
Breath.
Well, we don't do that. So anyway, I'm going to let everybody know who I am now because they just think it's Franny and a friend.
What? That'd be a good episode, Granny, Franny, and her friend.
I'll wear my mask again. And and there I am. For the world to see. And that takes a lot of effort to be a ninja. You know what? That takes a lot of effort to be a ninja. So I want y'all to see that Franny has been staying with me for a couple weeks. And we had Franny's hair grow out. And I look at this. This is what happens when you come to, y'all need to come stay at my house. Actually, it's just a little trailer, but come stay with me. I have an awning we can sit under when it rains. And hide from the seagulls because that they do like my homies. And we have to be careful because when we're eating brownies, they do come and take them. I love them. Hold on, I'll show you my new glasses. See, look on it.
Well, Lisa, you can come on.
You guys get it. Come on over.
There are plenty
I
of brownies to share.
I have brownies. I'm in the middle of making love potion right now. It's got to sit for a
Love
few
the
days.
phenomenon.
It's got to sit for a few days, but then when it's ready,
Near, 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 near.
where is my bottle of love potion? I don't even know where I put mine. I think I do. I think I may need some more love potion.
A while. We have absolutely mastered the brownie. We've mastered the Rice Krispie treats. We've gotten drunken seagulls that fly crooked. They can't even, after they have our brownies, they can't even fly in a straight line. Some of them waddle around the beach.
Just hanging out. So I got a bikini. I didn't tell you, but I bought a bikini. And it's one of them French style bikinis, where it's just like in the front of it, just, you have to be careful. But the back, it just,
Your bikini?
no, no, no. But I do get a wedgie.
Oh, no. In the front? Where am I freaking?
Why would I? Unless I put it
And you
on
put it
wrong.
on. You do everything else. Wear your
No,
bikini
no,
backwards.
it's a
Probably
regular
wearing
one.
it backwards. The bottom's on the front, and the front on the bottom, the
I
bottom on
bet
the
I
top.
could do that, but I think that would be very uncomfortable. Tracy's here. Listen,
Hi, baby. Thank you, darling. Sonia loves brownies. Tracy's found us. So anyway, we couldn't get on to TikTok because it didn't recognize Linda's face.
a
That
driver's
flipping mask
license.
on for crying out loud. Of course not.
It wanted Annie's driver's license, and Annie don't have a driver's license. Remember, I got a bike with a basket.
Get a possum. Basket possum babies.
Yeah, it would not accept my face. It said, oops, something went wrong.
Oh my good Lord. Many men have said the same. I don't accept this face.
Told Freddie and said, well, we're just going to have to go back over to YouTube because TikTok don't know who I am.
Gucci.
Squirt me.
I do all like Gucci. Y'all.
Pretty today.
Oh, whatever. I've had this for years. And I just love it. And it's so strong it lasts all day long.
Me something. Oops, something went wrong. And then they either wanted my banking information to prove I was right, which I don't have a bank. We all know I use that coffee can,
I know.
and I don't have a driver's license. So how am I supposed to prove who I am? And I can't believe they said, "Oops, something went wrong." I was offended. Offended, I tell you. Well, why don't you're just gonna have to go in there and see if they recognize your face. If they don't know.
And before we put the Annie and Franny face
I
on.
know Granny Franny thinks she's so bougie.
Oh, whatever.
Billy said it, not me.
Well, shame on Billy.
You love Christian Dior's. That does smell good. The poison, it's absolutely wonderful.
Gucci original.
Um, what
And I
I
like
just do,
obsession. I like obsession.
she's spending all this money. We go down to the
I'm
lake.
not spending no money. I don't spend money.
You could take a lake, go to the lake,
I've never bought my own perfume.
take your bottle, gather
Doesn't
you
mean if
some
all the
lake.
men are buying me perfume. Does that stink? Well, it's your face they're freaking running from, so whatever.
Nobody. It's just TikTok. They didn't know who I was. So what I'm trying to say is take a bottle, a squirt bottle. You know those big ones you can squirt around the house.
squirt my puppies with, and my husband.
This. Go to the lake. Open your bottle. Scoop all around. You want to get some algae in it too. That we are not.
It's magma of the sea. That's what it is.
It is not. And now she's already hit that daggone word I hate. I hate that word. Anyway, then you come back on shore. You, you put some pine needles in it, a couple little flowers that you like. Shake it up, let it set for a few days. Then you smell, it's so woodsy smelling, like you belong there. You could sneak up on deer, you can sneak up on everything.
Oh, of course. You know you don't have to sneak up on them to feed them. Well, no doubt. Well, you need to take that daggum mask off that you started out with. Did you? Oh, you buy yours now. I'll buy you some, Licia. Where's Love Potion? Want swamp water? Licia, I'll send you some perfume, honey.
Is like a perfume. It's not the love potion, but it will attract men. It also attracts wildlife.
oh, 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 mercy. So this is the Luna version in a different color, y'all. It's the exact same. Well, you've tortured yours
Well, I've got braids. Look at this. I am a tree hugger. Ooh,
and mine, but
when I say tree hugger, I come out of my little
and
trailer.
y'all look, I don't even have it all down. If I had it down, I'd look like a real bride of it. I don't know. Just because it's different. I'm not, I don't feel like Franny because I don't have my silver on.
You could go ahead, get your hair cut and done again.
All right. Incognito down here at the beach.
We're we're at the beach. I'm
We
outside and Franny right now is sitting in our hotel room, but I'm at the beach. We are twin. We're cousins. That's we're,
out there tried to bite me.
this is why we look our mamas and daddies are the same, just backwards.
Cousin brother kind of thing.
I don't know how they did it, but we're cousins. They just did it backwards. Maybe I'm both. Maybe I'm your sister and your cousin. Her, my daddy is her uncle.
You have to be like a girl. Used to be
What
my
you got?
brother.
Money. I got some bills. Okay, I can make you an attraction.
7. Isn't 7 a lucky number with money?
Well, I'm looking old.
No, you aren't.
This makeup does look at me. I do look better.
You look beautiful. You look beautiful. Look at them pretty feathers. See, I have pretty feathers too. I have blue feathers somewhere. Oh, there they are.
Being
I
really low.
know, so we're just gonna have to sing to each other.
All right, what do you want me to sing? I'll sing if I know the song. Happy birthday to you. I know happy birthday. All right, so we got to start making, we really got to focus on some perfume, which means I will get to work. I got to eat a couple brownies first because that's the only time I remember the potion ingredients. I have to have my yes. It stimulates my brain.
Drum shows.
If I did, I would. I don't remember it.
No, 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 no. You're right. You don't have nothing.
Well, I've never taken the genius test, but I'm quite confident that I would do very well. I'm quite confident.
I bet they would say, Lord, have mercy. There has been a genius among us this entire time.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hold up. I can't read it upside down. Tinctures, potions, elixirs. The Salem Apothecary something. Magic spells, magic spells, books, and cauldrons. I wore this today because I'm feeling creative. I feel creative. I feel like I could get in there, make some love potions. If anybody's new and you've never been to Grannies, make sure you're following and subscribing because we talk about it. Anybody got any questions?
Wait, wait. We've talked about the seagulls, right? We have not talked about the moose knuckle. I learned today what a moose knuckle was. Well, let's ask the audience. Anybody in the audience? We have 9 people in the audience. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all can think, what is a moose knuckle? It is the opposite of camel toe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, no, it's just a clue. Don't yell. Don't yell it. You know I'm fragile. You can't yell at me. Uh,
Somebody came up to Franny today at the Piggly Wiggly and asked her if she'd ever seen a moose knuckle. We didn't know what it was. She came running down the aisle and she's like, "Is that a good thing or a bad thing?" I'm not. I don't know.
I didn't know.
Anybody, Billy, don't know. Anybody, throw up an
We had
answer.
to use
Let's
the
just
Google machine
see.
and the images that come up on the moose knuckle. Oh my good heavens, y'all. Mm, mm.
We had to break out the Google
Oh,
machine.
it was now it's traumatized right there in the cake aisle.
Yes. And do you know what an image is when you're in the frosting aisle? It's not good put together. Don't ever go look up a moose knuckle and being in the frosted aisle.
Y'all know the Google machine. Okay, so nobody knows what a moose knuckle is. A moose knuckle. You know what a camel toe is, y'all, right? You know when a lady wears her jeans too tight and the front makes a little toe of camel. Do y'all understand? Come on, y'all. Come on, come on. Somebody tell me you know what I'm saying. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Are you following me? Okay, Lisa knows. Lisa knows what toe of camel is. Well, in a bowie, when they wear things that are too tight, they have knuckle of moose. I
Huh?
did not know what that was. I did not.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's the opposite of toe of camel. It is a complete opposite because it's for men.
Bowie. It's a
It's
boy
for
camel toe.
men. I guess a boy, anybody. You know what I think happens? I think there are a lot of men that wear them little G strings that I wear. And I think that's what happens. Their little G string snatches them up right there. And then,
The latest one, he does like a little G string. For
yeah.
him, not me.
So I really think it's,
He has the entire leg of moose when he wears my little G string. He bought it. He bought it and I wouldn't wear it, so he does.
we had to use the Google machine. We went and pulled it up. We literally didn't know. We were like, "Do you know what that is? No. Do you know what that is?" And we were both like, "No." Of course, it could be
Good Lord mercy. You better be sitting down because you're going to have a moose knuckle in your face.
because I don't think it would be comfortable. No, it would. Anyway, like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying, but it was something very important.
It was important. It was impotent. Impotent.
It was impotent. Yes. Um, how much makeup you gonna put on, Aunt Franny? Well, we're talking about moose knuckles. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Franny and I? Look at that proper English. Ah. So I've been studying the dictionary.
has come to
I thought you said smegma.
the segment of smegma.
All right, Tracy, you go, girlfriend. You're the very first question. Ask us anything. We are open books. We do. If I don't know, she does. We got it covered. Look at this.
That's what she's trying to say.
All right, that might be true. I may have tried it.
Question my baby darling. You just ask Franny. Franny will tell you whatever.
When one of you talks, the other freezes.
Huh.
What if neither one of us talk?
Well, that's funny.
What do you do with a jealous man? All right, you go first, Franny.
Are you trying to make him jealous, honey? Because then you've accomplished. You make a jealous man buy you some jewelry, take you to dinner, buy you some jewelry.
Yes, when you say that, Franny froze. Are we freezing for anybody else? Or is it just that girl named Lisa down there? And is everybody in adult age? Because we're having adult conversations.
Behavior of the jealous man.
All right, all right. What is the or what is the behavior? I don't want him to be jealous.
Well, then you're just gonna have to stay in the house and never talk to anybody at all ever. Is he jealous of women too, or just men? Because
That's
don't
a really good
don't
question.
be talking to men. Just talk to the dogs, the cats, and Franny and Annie. Well, it's not your turn yet.
When is my turn? I haven't
And
answered.
admit, you told me to go first, you old bat.
I did tell you to go first.
I'm going. I'm going as fast as I can go. Tracy Ann, did I answer your question, baby doll? You don't listen to Annie. She's crazy as a old rabid bat. Lisa, do you have a question, honey?
Jealousy.
Oh, true. He'll never again wake up, but she can make him
Apothecary.
something.
Apothecary. I'm advertising my
The apothecary.
business. Do you see? I gotta hide my boobs, but I'm trying to show you all what my shirt says without showing the price.
We used to share each other. Oh God, no, honey, no. You don't want to share. What are you talking about, Willis? No, ma'am, no. Now that's more of Annie's aisle. Franny don't share.
Okay. So what you do is you don't let him know you got somebody else there, and you go ahead and start, and the other person just comes in, jumps in the bed. There is so much shock and awe and that excitement that they're like, hot daggone doggy. Hot
No,
diddly
no.
dog. Yes. Nope.
Oh
Listen, they're
my Lord,
hiding them.
you're going to
It's
the
my
devil.
turn. So they're hiding in a closet. Listen to me. It works every time.
Ugh.
What Annie gonna make with her apocalypse? Apocalypse? I know, but I'm thinking lips. That's a whole new topic. Are we going that way? Or are we still talking about what I can make?
Is over. That is not what the child needed to hear. Tracy.
See, that's why we got to talk about this. Because what Annie gonna make? Yeah, Annie.
And share friend, or share smegma friend. Where's my necklace? You ain't got it on today. Oh, she does. Oh, that's not it.
You crazy ladies have the best. We love you, Miss Billy.
My little tinky tink. Tinkerbell. Billy. Both. Well, honey, I don't, unless you want to have an open marriage, and that is never advised. Just don't do anything to make him jealous.
Question: Does he?
He absolutely being your man.
Does
He
he have a
never dated.
problem when he wants to share? This is a good question. Yeah. Does he have a problem when he wants to share? Or is it only a problem when you want to share? Okay, these are really good questions here because it's important. And I'm sitting on the beach, so I'm feeling really, like I can share these answers. I am really good at
Tink out. Tink out.
here. Bye, Tank. We call Billy Tank because she's just like a little tinker.
My little fairy friend. She's precious. She's like this little tiny fairy that's like, let me at him. Let me at him. I'll get him.
Not
She ain't
very.
this big. No, she is Princess Precious.
She's. Why are you throwing your glasses at me?
Anyway, Tracy Ann, did that answer your question, my darling?
I can't answer it without her. Okay, we had an open relationship, and now he don't want to open anymore. He don't want to open with anybody, not like other women, or it's just over. Because I think that could be a lot of fun. Listen, when I go to the rodeos, there are cowboy after cowboy, so you can bring them back to you, and you all can play bucking broncos. I say stick with it. Work through the problem.
Don't do that. No.
I made me a doodad. It's up in there. Ain't nothing else going.
All right. Enough of that. All right. No, he doesn't either. Lord have mercy, God. No, 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 none. Unless you're into it, girlfriend.
Okay. Yes, and we ain't doing that. No, we ain't putting her on lockdown.
Go into my praying closet and pray. Yes, Billy. She needs to be in lockdown. She acting like that. Both of them should.
Grown adults. We are grown ass adults.
And play patty cake with them all day long. I ain't gonna do it.
You don't have towards you. Okay, it wasn't directed towards you. But is it kind of fair that he wants that, but yeah, you can't. No, that's not fair. That's not how it happens.
Her after all. Looky there.
It's on his terms, and that's not going to happen. It's either all or none. That's my wisdom on the. It's either all or none. But okay, he just won't let you watch,
So
right?
it sounds like he might have a little complex about his manhood if he doesn't want another man involved.
Watching with him with another man. So no, that's not fair. That's not fair. No. If I'm gonna be, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on my own little world over here. I am on. Okay, that is right. Right, it is fair, and that's not how we play this game.
That it's not fair according to y'all. What you gonna do about it? Now, here's the next topic. What?
That is not fair.
I said fine. Any of it's okay. None of it's holy.
Okay, nobody's at home tomorrow. Hold on, Ruth. Hold on. We're gonna break out the magic 8 ball. It's gotta be somebody that knows me. Okay, here's the magic 8 ball. The magic 8 ball. Am I going to be home tomorrow? Think again. You know what that means? Franny or Annie is out.
Bowl to help Tracy.
Pineapple relationship. Okay, see? No, my advice is hold on. I need, this is serious. Okay. Okay. So, pineapple relationship, right? Wisdom going. If there is a pineapple relationship, it's going to go both ways. It is not fair to you when he wants a one way, but he don't want another. No, we don't play that game.
That's for sure. That's fair.
Pineapple clubs. Listen, there are a lot of people that like the pineapple clubs. This is
Then it's up to both of y'all to agree and proceed forward. But you have to agree. And at this point, you and Mr. Tracy don't agree. Y'all need to agree. Y'all need to compromise and come to some sort of agreement that doesn't feel unfair to either one of y'all.
club. Um, it's one of Matt's ex bosses and his wife. Now they used to hold them at their house. They got so popular they had to build another cabin next to their cabin for guests.
Looked like Missy.
They're gorgeous. They had it. No, no, no. It didn't show anything. You wouldn't have known by the look of the cabin. We just knew.
Cabin.
Well, because
That's
Matt
what my
worked there. Matt worked there when they were on vacation. No, we didn't go. When his boss was on vacation, Matt had to go and we would go and water everything. And they also had a jacuzzi. So sometimes the kids would go and they get in the jacuzzi while we're watering all the plants. But no, I've never been. Annie has never been. Um, and I have nothing. If that is what's work. Listen, we all take different things. That's right. And different people like different things. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, I'm going to say it's not fair. And that's just my advice, and that's what I'd stick with.
people like a variety of fruit salad. So we stuck to the fruit salad. And if you want to go and have fruit salad at somebody's house or whatever, if they want to come to your fruit salad, then you have to both agree. You have to both be on the same page, honey. Just because Franny wouldn't act that way, don't mean that you can't. It's between you and your honey. It is not my business.
Rule.
But y'all need to agree upon it. He can't be, yeah, yeah, I'm all good about it, and then be in the middle of it and be all freaking jealous and shit. That's not all right.
With Franny on that.
Especially if he gets, aggressive with the punchy, jealous. That's not good.
But he wants to watch you, but he don't want you to watch him. Nope. No, 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 don't end it. Oh, you mean the pineapple relationships. Is that what you mean? No, no, no. I don't want to. Is it the pineapple relationship we're talking about ending? Because yeah, if he's not going to, then I'm not going.
If one person is like, okay, I'm no longer happy with the pineapple fruit salad, and they both agree, sure, we'll quit doing that. We'll just be with each other only. Then are you going to trust each other? Will he really stay in the singular monogamous, or will you always wonder if he's out tasting other people's or tasting cherries, and he'll be out tasting other people's fruit salad while you're at home?
Stop it. Okay, well, what I would do, I would have a sit. Seriously, I would have a sit down conversation and say A, B, C, D, and I would just lay it out. Listen. That's Annie's not afraid to say anything to anybody. Annie'll tell. It's how it goes. This is how it's going to stay. You want multiple, girl? Yeah.
Night, and they help do the chores. That's not. I'm like totally about.
There you go.
You get to split the chores and then down the road to the next house when you don't feel like it.
They all got their own
That
place.
sounds fantastic. Mm. Oh, she wants multiple husbands. Oh, I misread that. Girl, you'd be busy. Well, if he doesn't I don't know what to tell you about your current situation then, if he don't want that and you do. I mean, you have a choice to make, my friend. You've got to figure it out. You got to figure out what you want and then tell him what you want. And if he says no, what you're going to do. It's up to you.
Fair,
No,
fair,
why
fair.
my damn screen is doing weird
What's
things.
what's good for the gander is good for the geese. Actually, but what's good for oh no, that would be good. There. Yeah, what's good for
The
anyway,
gander.
no,
What
we're
a
just getting
gander can
away.
do it, the goose can too.
And that's my serious thought.
I mean, geese love too. Ganders can go flop a wing in the pond over yonder. All right.
It's okay for men to do what men do, but he doesn't, men don't want women doing what they do. And that's not fair. This is 2005 or 25. What year are we in? 2025.
Right. Sonia, I am wondering too, why does he not want you with other men now? I mean, if it was a pineapple relationship to begin with, and all of a sudden he's like, no, his Cheetos bigger. What's the problem? Jealousy. Like he doesn't want you to have feelings for the other people, or is their Cheeto better? Do you know what a Cheeto is? Do y'all remember my Cheeto story?
Yeah, no, that's
When
not
he
how it
gets
works.
safe, if there's a safety issue, then yeah, absolutely, I'll come help you pack.
Understand either, and it's not fair.
Well, that's
Yeah. If he's
but
wanting to
men are
have,
fragile and their egos are fragile. And if you act like you're even enjoying it a little bit, yeah, the Cheeto, nee, 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 nee.
most men do won't have multiple partners for either people. Shake my head. This is some weird kink shit. Well, you're on the granny page.
Zanny, I'm Franny, and we have an open granny talk. Now, if you know what an upside down pineapple means, then you know what we're talking about, honey. Yes, the upside down one. So some men do like to have swingy partners, and some evidently do not.
And Nate, what you're wrong there because he does want multiple partners. He doesn't want her having him.
They have enjoyed the pineapple swingy.
See, love
Love
you.
you, honey. Mwah, mwah.
So yeah, that's
Alicia.
my whole thing. That's one
So
for one
anyway,
and all.
tell it, Nate's live talk. Honey, tell us. Join the conversation. Um, are you
We haven't yet.
Nate? And do you have are you in a monogamous or whatever? Yeah, Tracy, that well, some men, like I said, their egos are fragile. They're afraid that you're gonna fall in love and run off. That's the thing. You can't have it both ways. Well, that's right.
Exactly what we're saying. It's exactly what I'm saying.
Ship and agree to da 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 da. And then one changes their mind. Then the other partner has to decide how to proceed from there. It's up to her. And also, if this jealousy is not safe, if he is aggressive about it, then get the heck out the door. I don't think that isn't her situation, but I am going to insert that now because some women are not in a safe situation. If they are not in a safe situation, I would like to be the lady to help you get the hell out because I've been there. So if you have a jealous person that is not safe when he's jealous, then you need to have a plan of escape, and I can help you do that. I can help you get out the back. Sure can. Yeah, absolutely. That's right, Sonia. Boundaries, rules, and open dialogue. Because if one of you changes your mind, the other person needs to know about it. You need to talk. Need to talk. You're not in any danger. Okay, good. I didn't figure so. But let it be known to anyone who's listening that there is a way out, and it's sneaky, and I can help you. Really not. I'm sorry that happened. But I hope that helped you.
Any questions? You guys have got us for about another half hour.
Email questions. These are kind of serious. They're not on the marital side of things. But have you seen the music videos lately that the R&B people are making? There's one called WAP, WAP, and it's absolute vulgarity. Let me tell you. So, yes, I have to the little not the caller. I used to be in radio, can y'all tell? The caller is asking, no. The person is asking. Yes, I have, honey. And
This is okay. Wait a minute. Are we incognito to Chip being a Cheeto, or you meaning a chip on his shoulder?
so you could tell him it hurts.
Yeah, I want to make. Listen to me.
Tell him, let you on top so that you can have more control, you know.
For her. Okay, then you're just going to have to be honest, honey. And I agree with Franny. You are probably going to have to flip it so you can be in control um, of how it goes and fitting. Okay, because that could really hurt you.
Big person. Um, and you aren't either. You're like 4'11", I'm like 5 nothing. So we aren't too far apart. And I'm not big boned either. So we don't have big parts. And I have a big old mountain of a man. So I understand. Sometimes you just got to take control and say, "You hold still, sir. I'm gonna be in charge of this business."
I'm all for women being in charge anyway.
When they're told what to do and you are not allowed to move, they're like, they love it. Yeah.
Actually, true. Um, because men like being men. Believe it or not, I know they're going to say they don't, but men love bitchy women. They like strong women.
Man, and he's used to being the boss. And he's 6'4" and he's 300 pounds. And when he walks through Walmart, people part. I love being behind him. And then here I am, this big, you know, and I'm the boss. Don't ever doubt it. I am alpha of this house, and I'm alpha of the bedroom as needed. They love it. Oh, no, 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 no. That is your doodle box. No. If you don't want to,
Yeah. Um, there are people that do and people that don't.
if you have any kind of roids, if you have any kind of tearing, no.
Big as you say, it could probably possibly
Of course it went down the nasty aisle. Of course it did. I
answer.
know, but the questions I had were way nicer.
Well, these are real things. And no, you have complete control over that. This is the thing, ladies. You have control over your bodies. You have control of what you say, what is allowed to happen, and what is not allowed to happen. Um, and sometimes you just have to say, no, I can't do this, or no, I'm not willing to do this. Or if you want to try, he better understand when you say stop, you mean stop. Okay, again,
Iron skillet under your pillow. If the safe word don't work, whack it.
buddy's bedroom. What goes on? I've said that a million times.
You have a frying pan nearby.
I'm not sure about the front.
Well, then something to zap him with.
All right, maybe a small zapper.
I have some cattle prods, but they're long. I don't think
But
they'll.
I'm being serious. Women have control over their own bodies. They have control of saying yes, no, stop. And just because stature, they no, it doesn't matter. They don't get control, especially when it comes to something like that. You just say,
Right, some not. That is off limits for you because it's physically injurious. Injurious? Injurious.
there could be tears, um,
You could
there could be a
physically be damaged.
puncture. I
Right.
mean, this is you have to do
There's
it the
so
right
much
way.
bacteria involved in a tear down yonder.
And let me just, since we're talking about sex, if there's penetration there, it can't go in the other spot. Once it's there, nothing else will be able to touch
Shower,
because there's serious. You could seriously get sick.
a pressure hose, and a thing of Dawn to squirt, pressure hose out in the driveway. So if he wants to do that, that's what you get to do. You get to clean him with the pressure hose and a degreaser. That Power Dawn spray stuff. Ooh,
Love it.
my gosh, I love to clean things. I'd love to clean that. That'd be a mess.
Oh, Amy's Aunt Franny, a girl I used to work with, had to have surgery to repair back door area due to that reason. Exactly. This is what I was saying. It can be very dangerous. And if you go along with it, there are lots of things you need to do, at least in my books.
Slowly, like maybe he is not able to stop. Gross.
When
You probably have books with pictures.
they all do come with pictures. Well, when I was young, we did things to spice up the marriage. Wire bristle.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I have one of those on a pole that I could get. If you don't want any splashback on you when you're cleaning that kind of Cheeto, a dirty Cheeto, you don't want splashback. So you could, if you don't have a long pole, you could just use a mop handle and some gray tape and do the wire bristle on the end of it, and then do the Power Dawn squirt, the bristle, 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 and then the power wash sprayer. But back up because splashback is nasty.
On that area.
You can think twice about going into a back door next time if he had wire bristle marks.
See,
Wire
coming
bristle
up
marks on the Cheeto would make him think twice next time, wouldn't it? Y'all hear my puppies? They want out.
quite a while after bristle brush. And you know what? Everybody coming in here has no idea. They do not understand this is what we do. We are an advice column, kind of.
No,
But I
love
hope that
it.
answered your questions because you,
Here's a question from the wild, from the wilderness. The granny wilderness wants to know: do you curse? And if so, what is your favorite word? I know you do. I know, girl. Yes, I do know.
I actually do, especially when I'm mad. When I'm mad, you can down well bet that F word's going to be flying.
There's the truth. I think my favorite little cursing is probably a phrase I always heard from my grandmother saying, "Well, shit house Hattie." Well, I don't know who Hattie was, but she had her own shit house. And that's what I say when I'm aggravated. Well, shit house Hattie. Well, now you have. Anyway, um, here's the other thing. Okay. Yeah. Audience, tell us what tell us what your favorite naughty word. You can use asterisks and blanks. Don't type vulgarity, please.
Okay, and everybody knows where we're at.
Yes. Boof, boof. Can y'all hear my shepherd? Boof, boof, she said. Boof.
Your husband,
Mm-mm, Heidi's across the hall, and the other one is. They just got back from. I know we did.
and you know what? I can't help it. This is what
Sure.
we do.
I'm on the I don't care train. I don't care. I don't care if you like that I don't wear underwear to my doctor's office. I don't care. And yesterday, I didn't care if the doctors liked whether I had panties on or not. I didn't care. I was comfortable. I, all right, you use the F word, Sonia. Girl, yeah, I know. And I have every derivative from ickety, uckety to every. I can create some really strange things. It can be a noun, it can be a verb, it can be an adverb. Y'all, that F word. Uh huh. It sure can. Okay, next question. You all ready? I know the answer to this. The wilderness. The Franny and Annie Granny wilderness wants to know, have we ever smoked the lettuce?
Early high school. And but I am going to tell you guys something. No, it just stays between us. I do gummies every once in a while.
Edibles. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy the inhalables. Doesn't taste good. It doesn't feel good. No, yuck. And it don't smell good. I mean, who wants your
House up, you stink.
smells
Um,
like
yeah, Amy likes the edibles. I do gummies.
that's an edible. It's okay.
Amy's going to fly up here, and we've already
Is
decided.
no, she's not.
Yes, you are. You told me yesterday, and we're going to rent a
I
little
said
cabin.
maybe.
I quit smoking 6 months ago, but use gummies. Yeah, my
Well,
doctor
until
said it
you
would.
said we were going the beach where the seagulls try to fly off
No,
with
no,
you.
no. We're going to get a floaty. We were going to get gummy to go floaty.
With a great big hat. Oh, I have the big garden hat. I forgot to bring my garden hat. I was going to wear it today. I forgot. I have a big floppy garden. Not gummies. I like brownies. And then,
Literally.
have y'all ever been on a paddle boat? The best. Now you need an oar. You always need a couple of oars in the paddle boat in case the paddles quit paddling. And to have an umbrella would be good, or a big floppy hat.
And watch what was going on. Yes, a lot of people use that. Doctors use them for gaining weight. People use them, especially cancer
Oh,
patients,
I'm
for
so glad. I'm
pain.
so proud of you, honey. I haven't finished. I haven't quit yet. I'm struggling. It keeps me out of jail, y'all. It keeps my husband safe and me out of jail.
A lot of keeping us out. Yeah.
It's the truth. Let's speak the truth. Mm. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions for grannies before I continue? Because we only have about 10 more minutes. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to know? Because I can continue on with the wilderness. They really did write in.
So you missed the big question.
You missed some really good. Do you have any granny questions?
We were talking about, and be very careful what you say.
First word, Lisa?
Remember, we got to be careful. Neato. Everything we talk
Code.
about has to be.
Yes, I do.
Everybody knew what pineapple meant. We all.
There's asterisks and spaces. And while she's thinking of the next bad word, okay, what do you think the best invention of our time has been? No, that's a wilderness. They want to know.
Oh, that's still boring. Who wrote
Or
that?
whatever. I don't know. Somebody from online. I just jotted it down. Oh, stop being rude to the people and just answer.
It's like, what would be the best
I
invention?
think the best invention is Wide Web because that really has connected everybody. Where I used to have to wait till after 8 p.m. till you get 10 cents a minute to call 30 minutes down the road. I can now pick up my science fiction phone and oh, Lisa, and be science fiction on face to face for no minute, for no pennies per minute. And my grandparents would flip over if they realized. And instead of paying for long distance and this science fiction picture thing, which they would have never dreamt of, they would flip the hell out if they knew that we were buying dirt and buying water, because that didn't happen back in the olden days. In the 19th century, in the 20th century, they did not pay for dirt and they did not pay for water. An accent. How couldn't it possibly hide it? Anyway, inside toilets. Yes, that's definitely. All right. For you because we started out with such a rip roaring good time.
Like Slugfest.
Oh, it's not. Do you have any advice for young ladies today?
You answered this question one day with your schmegma stuff. Any advice for young ladies? All right, here's my advice. This is my advice for young ladies. Be careful having multiple partners. Just make sure that they're clean. Uh, PID is real.
Careful, be careful.
Yep. But I don't care what you're doing in your bedroom. And I'm being on a Scotch tree.
Sometimes you can have fun in your younger years and then catch something you can't rub off, y'all. And then for the rest of your life, every partner you want to have, you'll have to sit down and say, okay, in 1995, I had these certain crotch critters. And then you have to, and you'll never ever get rid of this virus. And that's not fun. So you might have 3 minutes of whoopee whoopee, yeehaw, giddy up, or 37, whatever. And then you'll have 37 years of not being able because the man is gonna say, "Oh, I really like your face, but I don't want any part of you."
3 minutes.
I don't know why you have to talk time, you hateful old sow.
Because I can't get a word in it.
Well, shit. Squirt, squirt, squirt. How's Hattie? Squirt. Mm. You were letting me answer that question for a change. No, I don't want to now.
I don't even remember what the daggone question was. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay, that was and the secret to long life and happy marriage. Do you know those? I'll let you answer.
That one.
Secret to long life and secret to happy marriage. Well, I'm a number 7 marriage, so how am I supposed to know, honey?
Because I don't know how else listen, it saves a lot of people's lives. Are any of you afraid of dying? Am I afraid of dying? Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not.
See? Yeah, Lisa is right about finding out about the man before you go out with him. You want to know his reputation and how he treats people for sure. Yeah, Lisa says once was enough for her, the marriage thing. Well, sometimes it's just not the if it don't ring your bell. It's rang my bell 6 times. Eddie's trying not to say what she's thinking, and I know what she's thinking.
As if you've been married more than once. What is the
Well,
difference?
necessarily has to hand in hand. Absolutely not. Well, I was talking about all in the same bed at the same time. I'm not sure about that.
Question. What's the difference in having multiple partners if you have been married more than once? Uh,
It's just a number, unless you do it at the same time, and that's assuming I thought that's what we were talking about earlier.
there's nothing different. Here's my thoughts in the entire situation, which drives me nuts. Why does everybody care who is in whose bedroom? Whether it's females, males, pineapple parties, why does anybody flipping care? It's nobody's business. The bells in my head rung, and then
I'm
it
gonna
just
okay, we've only got a few minutes left, and I am gonna end on a good one. Here we go, ma'am. Are you ready? If you could have 5 minutes alone with this individual, what would you do to him? Sean Diddy Combs.
ew, ew, ew. I'd probably squirt baby oil on him, and I know what you all know, and I want to know what y'all know.
To know. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe they would not have much of a man left to send to prison after she's not after Franny got finished doing what needed to be done to that particular individual. There have been enough people testify at this point, because today is May 2025, that I feel no shame. I know, Sonia. That's what she was thinking. She was thinking about that other little boy. Let me finish the sentence. Y'all don't ever listen to anything I say. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm just sitting over here making noise by myself. My puppies listen to me because y'all ain't listen to a damn thing I say. She just making a nee, 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 because you talk on top of me anyway. You have an entire conversation back there in the back. I feel like the substitute teacher in the back row is out of control. They were for ratings only? Sure, Tracy. You know you opened a door, Missy, Missy. Earl had to go. Yeah, Diddy. Y'all, it's bad. It is super seriously bad. And that is not okay. And I wanted to know what Annie would have done to the man. Because Annie's a little bit of a freakazoid. And I think even the stuff that Diddy was into, and still is probably, is out of control. It's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. It's not okay. She's writing us a note. I haven't heard the. You still haven't watched the dadgum video? Lord, I sent them to you, woman. Well, he was testifying from beyond the grave about Diddy.
I know, but I'm talking about. I haven't seen the trial. I keep miss. Well, you know why? Because I'm so daggone busy.
That you can't have camera people in there, but there are reporters that are furiously taking notes, and then they come out and report on it.
Busy.
And I didn't give a rat's furry little fanny about any of this business till 2 days ago. I accidentally watched one thinking, what is this about? And then I was like, what the actual heck? And then I started watching more and more, and I was like, oh my God, that celebrity testified too. And that celebrity testified too. Will Smith has testified. Steve Harvey has testified. I can't even, and then Prince. Prince recorded some stuff and left it to be found after he was dead about Diddy. Y'all,
That I'm assuming this is what's correct. I may not. I may be wrong. But Steve Harvey was in a 25-year relationship with him. Steve Harvey and he had a 25-year relationship, and then Diddy had blackmail on him.
that Diddy was diddling. He had blackmail on them, and they did do bad things and have a relationship with him because their career was in jeopardy and their family had been threatened. Yes, ma'am.
This is a serious question. Everything I've read, have you all noticed, seriously, how many people went to heaven because of pneumonia? They suddenly got sick, and by the time they got to the hospital, there was nothing they could do. Y'all need to look that up. That's serious. It's been all along. If it's been years of work like
Since
this.
the last 5 years of the vid,
It's been years that he's done. Well, I didn't say he did it. I'm just saying it's kind of weird.
conspiracy theorists that have opined.
Got her book.
My piglet is going,
My
murder.
brother got her book. That one girl's book that passed. and he's supposed to let me read it. He's never let me read it yet.
You wrote a book?
His girlfriend, yeah, she had notes, and one of her friends had her notebook and wrote a book about it. I'll find it for y'all. I'll find it.
Wilderness want to know out here in Granny Forest. We're out here in the wild.
So we gotta go.
All right,
Our
so
time
we've covered most of the important questions, I guess.
is again Monday.
It's and different things like that, and how the old bones are feeling. I don't know. Some days I can't get the hair on. And y'all don't want to see me bald.
Keep y'all up to date. Um, like I'm being serious, whether it's just a fun question or not.
Save for next time.
Actually, I'm being
Thank
very
you. You're
serious.
welcome, Tracy. XGF. And so y'all need to yeah, for years, Licia Diddy's been doing that. And people have been afraid of him for years because he threatens them. He videotapes them and records them and then shows them, hey, hey, guess what I've got on you? But they have to leave their phone at the door to get in. Freaking freak. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go down there. And I hate to convict someone before they're convicted, but there are so many dadgum testimonies at this point. Testimonies? Testimony. Oh, and he was cruel to animals too.
I don't.
I don't wanna talk about it. Actually, I didn't even watch that video because I was crying looking at the picture. So, I'm sorry, but if someone is cruel to animals, forget about it. Children and elderly, forget about it. Forget about it. Any human being, but especially the ones that are helpless and the ones that depend on us to help protect them, like the animals and the babies and the elderly that can't talk anymore. Are we still frozen? Oh, Alicia, I can't even talk about the dog stuff. So anyway, y'all come try to just find a little video on YouTube that'll give you the highlights of the current whatever if y'all want to, because going deep and watching every video will affect your dreams. It's not fun. But it's good to see y'all. Look how pretty your eyes are, honey, when you're little whips. Love you, even though you're a hateful cow. Sorry, honey. But I love you, lady, coming and hanging out. And you can always jot down topics and send a message to me or Annie, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Whatever. It can be recipes, it can be husbands, it can be puppy dogs, children, it can be hair care, facial, skin care, whatever. Your hair's so pretty. It's the same dadgum hair in a different color, right?
And we'll be back next week. I will let you know. Hopefully, we can come on at least twice next week.
And 2 months later, we're back.
We're coming back next
Mwah, mwah, mwah. And be careful what kind of brownies you eat. Always make sure you know the cook. But you always make sure you know the baker. How do you do that?
week. Yeah.
Oh, love you, girls. Love you, love you. Grannies love you. Bye.